Hi guys, my name's Relja. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be reading Little People, Big Dreams. Hans Christian Andersen, written by Maria Isabel Sanchez Vegara, illustrated by Maxon Lee Mackey. Little Hans was born in a small town in the Kingdom of Denmark. His family was very poor and could barely afford a roof over their heads. But they had one precious jewel that they kept carefully in the cupboard: a book. Flying carpets, Arabian princesses, genies coming out of lamps. Every night Hans would listen to his father's readings, and once he fell asleep, all he dreamed of was being the hero of these wonderful fairy tales. He was eager to learn how to read and went to school for some time. But when his father passed away, Hans had to quit and take a job as a weaver's apprentice. It was not the exciting life he had imagined. Still, one of his favorite hobbies was getting lost in the streets, looking for puppeteers. Watching them was his greatest joy. He would memorize each word and gesture and repeat it later for his only audience, his mom. Willing to make a living as an artist, Hans jumped on a carriage to Copenhagen, the big city where he joined the Royal Danish Theatre. Hans tried everything: acting, singing, dancing, but all he got was a role as a troll. Locked in his tiny room waiting for someone to offer him another role, Hans spent his free time writing. One day, he showed one of his stories to the theater director. It was full of misspellings, but he found it just delightful. Hans didn't earn any money from that first story, but something better: a chance to go back to school and learn to write Danish properly. He was the oldest student in his class, but he knew it was never too late if you really want to learn. After graduating, Hans felt confident enough to write whatever came into his mind. From a sad poem about a candle that no one loved to the fantastic travelogues of a man who even met talking cats. He was making a living as an author when he met a charming young woman named Reborg. Hans fell deeply in love and was about to tell her when he got some terrible news. Reborg was getting married to another man. Instead of hiding his feelings, Hans decided to put them down on paper and wrote some of the most beautiful fairy tales. There were stories of mermaids falling in love with princesses and ducklings dreaming of becoming swans. His tales became so popular that every night kids all over Europe read them. But they were not just the children's favorite. Grown-ups loved them too, and they all kept Hans' books like treasure, just like he used to do. The stories lived forever, not only in the books, but in plays, ballets, and movies. But Hans' highest honor was that every 2nd of April, the day of his birthday, kids all over the world now celebrate Children's Book Day. By never hiding his feelings and letting his imagination fly, little Hans got that what he had longed for, being loved not just by one single person, but by entire generations of children who know there's a swan inside each of us. Hans Christian Andersen, born 1805, died 1875. Hans Christian Andersen was born in Odense, Denmark, in 1805. His family didn't have much money, but his parents always made sure to encourage his interests and curiosity. At home, he played all the different parts he had seen on stage at the theater, where his mother worked. It was clear he had a bright and unique imagination. Despite his family's difficulties, he became determined to make it as a star in the theater. So one day he headed for Copenhagen, Denmark's capital, by stowing away on a mail wagon. There he took lessons in performing, but found his true love was writing. After some years struggling to get noticed, he published his first collection of fairy tales, and something magical started to happen. When people read Hans' stories, they felt like they were hearing them out loud around the fireplace. They were new and familiar, funny and sad, and were about things both ordinary and fantastic. The ugly duckling, the little mermaid, the princess and the pea. All these and more became beloved by children and adults alike. Hans knew that the best children's stories didn't talk down to their readers. Just like his parents, he used to encourage him. He used fairy tales to explore ideas that children may be unfamiliar with, but always from a point of view that they could relate to. To Hans, fairy tales were universal poetry. Anyone could love them, no matter their background, and he was right. His stories have been translated into 125 languages and inspired countless plays and films. Today, he finds new fans with every generation, proving that while every tale has to end, imagination lasts forever. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Bye.